Hey guys, so really quickly, this is my look that I'm wearing to IMATS, and it was a task and a half. I literally took an hour to get ready, so I'm gonna try to condense it in a more manageable chunk for you guys so you can see me get ready and just walk through how I achieved this look. So hopefully I see you guys at IMATS. So the first thing I'm gonna do is grab my MAC Prep and Prime 24-hour Extend Eye Base, and this is gonna help prevent our eyeshadows from creasing, and I'm applying that all over my eyelid, and I'm also going to apply some of this into my eyebrows themselves, and this is just going to prep our eyebrows so when we apply our product, the product won't slip and slide throughout wear. I'm going to brush that through my brows using just a clean toothbrush, and while that sets up, I'm going to grab my Paula's Choice Resist SPF and apply that all over my face. This is my sunscreen. Never forget your sunscreen, guys, so I'm going to apply that all over my face and in my forehead and some down my neck. Then I'm going to go through my brows with the spoolie end of my NYX Micro Brow Eye Pencil, and this is in the shade Brunette, and I'm just going to use this now to fill in the gaps in my brows. I'm outlining the top first, and then I'm going to go ahead and extend the tail of my brow. And if you want to see a full brow tutorial, I'll leave the link below in the description box. But I'm just going to fill in the sparse areas and blend the product throughout my brow using my Paula Dorf Eye Definer brush. I'm also going through the brows with the spoolie side of my brush just to make sure everything is set in place, and then step back and look at the brows and make sure everything is pretty much even and one brow isn't thinner or thicker than the other. Then I'm grabbing my Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer and my Zoeva Concealer Buffing Brush and applying that over my lids as a base for our eyeshadows. And then I'm also going to grab a concealer brush and apply that below my brows just to sharpen up the shape and make it more defined, as well as add a highlight under my brows. I'm going to use the brush just to blend the color down and then blend it out using my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush just to make sure there are no harsh lines and everything blends in seamlessly. Then I'm going to grab my MAC Studio Conceal and Correct Duo. I'm grabbing the Pure Orange side and applying this under my eyes and around my mouth where I have some dark areas, and then blending that out with a dampened sponge. And I'm sharing this out to make sure that it doesn't show up under my foundation since the orange can be a little bit too intense. Onto the eyes, I'm going to grab a skin tone transition shade. This is M650 Cookie from Makeup Forever, and I'm just going to apply that in my crease area to give our eyeshadows a blend-in space to work with. Then I'm grabbing the shade M660 Speculous, which is a deeper nude shade, and just applying that more concentrated in the crease area. To start the cut crease, I'm grabbing my Marine Ultra Chromographic Pencil from MAC, and I'm just outlining where I want the cut crease. Then I'm grabbing my MAC 231 eyeshadow brush and just blending out that pencil, making sure that it fades out and there are no harsh lines. Then to help this blend out even further, I'm grabbing my Marine Ultra Pigment from MAC on a MAC 242 brush and just applying that in the crease area and blending it against that line that we created. And then I'm grabbing a clean blending brush just to go along the edges so there are no harsh lines and it blends out nicely. And I'm picking up more color and going back and forth just to build up and create a nice gradient. To build up even more intensity, I'm grabbing my NARS Ultramare eyeshadow. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's a bright, vivid blue eyeshadow and it's matte. And I'm just going back and forth with the 242 and the blending brush just to build up the color and continue to blend it out and fade it out so we get a nice diffused effect on the crease area. To further define the cut crease, I'm grabbing a darker blue shade. This is China Blue from NARS, and I'm just going to apply that with the 239 and really create and define that shape on the crease line. And then of course go ahead and blend out the edges of the color. To sharpen the cut crease, I'm grabbing my concealer again. This is the Makeup Forever concealer on a clean 231 brush and just sharpening up the shape of the cut crease, going from the lid upwards, and make sure I blend it out with my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. Again, I'm just going back and forth to create a sharp cut crease, making sure I have the definition I need, and of course blending back and forth to create the diffused line as well. And of course, you may need to go in a few times with the concealer just to make sure that you have a nice defined cut crease. I had a little trouble sharpening up this cut crease, so you'll see me go back and forth just to make sure we have the desired shape that we're going for. So I'm just going to blend out the concealer, and the concealer is going to act as a base as well for our eyeshadows on the lid. Just make sure you create that shape that you're going for and match it with the other side as well. And then of course go back in with your eyeshadow and build up that crease line so it's nice and crisp and defined. Then for the lid area, I'm going in with my Naked Pigment from MAC, which is just a neutral pigment. It has a little bit of shimmer to it. I'm applying that with a MAC 239 all over my lid, staying below the crease area. So I'm going in with the 242 against the line just to make sure we keep that line nice and sharp. Then for my upper lash line liner, I'm going in with my MILANI Color Play Liquid Liner, and this is in the shade Blue Definition, and I'm just creating a winged eyeliner, and this is going to be a base for some glitter that we're going to place down, so it doesn't need to be this exact thing. Any blue eyeliner you have will do. And I realized that that wasn't quite blue enough for me, so I grabbed my cream eyeliner from Laura Mercier in the shade Indigo, and I'm applying that over that eyeliner that we placed down just to define it a little bit more, make it darker. And then I'm grabbing my glitter. This is from Magnolia Makeup and my Illamasqua Sealing Gel and a fine liner brush, and I'm going to mix that into a paste and apply that over where we placed the liquid eyeliner before. And the liquid eyeliner will act like a base to guide us where we need to put the glitter so it doesn't go all over the place. So just make sure you do that as neatly as you can and stay within the lines of the liquid eyeliner. Then for my mascara, I'm using my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black and just applying it to my upper lashes. This is going to act as a base for our lashes anyway. And then to set my brows in place, I'm using my L'Oreal Brow Plumper Gel and applying that to my eyebrows just to set them in place so they don't move around throughout the day. And then for my eyelashes, I'm using Velour Lashes in the style Complete Me. And I'm going to apply that to my upper lashes. Now we're going to move on with the face, and I'm going to apply some of my Smashbox Primer Water just to make sure we have a nice primed area for our foundation. And for actual primer, I'm applying my Smooth-In Primer from Makeup Forever just in my T-zone area on my cheeks and my forehead where I know I'm going to get very oily, and blending that into my skin using my IT Cosmetics foundation brush. For my foundation, I'm using my Marc Jacobs Marvelous Mousse Foundation in the shade 82 Cocoa. And again, just blending that all over my skin, making sure to get along my hairline and down my neck as well. And then, of course, I'm going to go in and do some shaping on my face. I'm grabbing my Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit. This is the medium contour kit. And I'm grabbing some of the nude shade and applying it under my eyes just to create a nice highlight. And then I'm also applying some of that in the center of my forehead just to bring a highlighted effect to that area as well. Then I'm going to grab some of the darker shades and a Cosette brush and apply this down the sides of my nose just to define my nose a bit and also carve out the nostrils and the tip just to create a slimmer nose. And I'm also going to grab some of this color and apply it to my forehead and temple area just to define my forehead, and also apply that to the hollows of my cheeks just to give my face a more sculpted effect. Then I am absolutely huge on blending, so I'm going to go ahead and blend out all these colors, blend them in together with my foundation so there are no harsh lines and you can't see where my contour starts or ends. I'm going to take a smaller Sedona lace brush just to blend out the nose contour because we are working with a more defined area. So just blend that out. No harsh lines, no harsh lines, no harsh lines. And with that, I can go ahead and apply some highlight in the center of my nose and also on the tip just to add some definition and pull the whole look together. Then to set everything in place, I'm grabbing my Urban Decay foundation powder and just applying that all over my skin just to set all the creams, and then we can go in and do some highlight and contouring, but this is just going to set all the cream products in place. And for my contour, I'm grabbing my Marc Jacobs High Five Filter Contour Duo and just applying that in the hollows of my cheeks just to create some definition, and also applying the highlight side under my eyes just to brighten up that highlight that we placed there before. Also pop some of that in my forehead area. Then I'm grabbing my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour powder in cinnamon and applying that in my forehead area where we placed the contour cream before, and just blending everything together so it all blends together seamlessly. Go back in with your foundation and just blend everything together so it goes together well. Then I'm grabbing my Guerlain 4-color blush and just popping that on the tops of my cheeks using my Zoeva blush brush. Just a simple light blush color. Then apply mascara to your lower lashes and make your funny face just to get that done. For my lower lash line, I'm grabbing, again, the China Blue eyeshadow on a flat definer brush and just outlining the very edges of my lower lashes. And there you have it, guys. The eyes are completely done. A nice sharp cut crease, fun look for eye mats. Then we're going to move on to the lips. So I'm grabbing Role Play, which is the Marc Jacobs Sheer Lip Gel. It's one of the new nude shades. Love this color. And I'm going to top that off with my YSL Tinting Oil. This is shade number 6. And then for a pop of shimmery highlight, I'm grabbing my Perfectly Poised Mineralized Skin Finish from MAC and just applying that to the high points of my cheeks, blending it in so we don't have any harsh lines. And that, guys, is the completed look. This is the look I wore to IMATS and I absolutely loved it. As you know, I love cut creases, so I was going to do a cut crease for IMATS. Alright guys, so that was it. If you made it through this video, thank you guys so much for watching and supporting. And if you like this video, definitely hit the thumbs up button, the favorites, and share with your friends. And as usual, I'll leave a full list of products used plus links to my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook page where you can follow me along. And until my next video, which will be very soon, I'll talk to you. Bye!